I wanted to do a video or two on bug out bags and get home bags and survival kits and things like that. There's various different kinds and sizes that you can have. This is what I would consider a small bug out bag or get home bag. It's a Condor Mini Assault Pack, and it has enough room in it to carry quite a bit of stuff. So I wanted to show it to you and show what's in it, and I think with this one it's a pretty good size. I wanted to show you everything that's on the outside of the pack first. I have just a regular paracord bracelet right here, and that's just there because I had one and wanted to have it on there. I have more cordage in the bag. On top here, this is a Snug Pack Stratosphere. It's a little bivvy that's a fairly good shelter, and very lightweight. It's only big enough for one person, but it's waterproof and it gets the job done. I have a little Trooper hatchet on this side. It just has a face that I made myself. It didn't come with a mask, so I made one out of duct tape. Let's see. I'll just lay it right here. And on the other side, I have one of those little cheap Energizer crank lights. These things are here. It's good to have in emergency. I got more lighting systems in there, but this is just something that if you're in the dark, you can grab this so you can get into your pack and see what else you have in there. I also have this little fanny pack, which I'll talk about later. This here is an add-on to go with this or any other pack that I carry. This is basically a trapping and food procuring thing. I'll show that to you in a minute. The Condor has several outside pouches. The top one right here, I keep a little Inzatic compass. Just keep going. Let's see here. I keep a little Cobra Mini walkie-talkie. This is mainly just to have for the weather radio that's on it. A little signal mirror. A really, really cheap headlamp that I got at Walmart for $1, and I have better than that in here, but it's just a special extra light. One of these SOL Rescue Howler whistles. Let's see here. A little Light My Fire steel. I have some of them got loose, but I have rechargeable batteries here. These are the GE Recchio, probably the best. These are all AAA here. They're some of the best batteries I can have. And then I have a little charger. This thing is USB and it's a smart charger, so it doesn't overcook your batteries. Then I have a few AA, same type of battery. Then I have a little Coleman hobo tool with a fork, spoon, knife. It's kind of small, but it gets the job done. That's everything in the top pouch right there. Alright, this bottom pouch here, I have one of the most important things, a first aid kit. This is the Adventure Medical 1 to 2 person hiker kit. It's not exactly in the way that it was when I bought it. I've added stuff to it. I'll show this to you here in a minute. Then I actually have a pretty good headlamp. This here is this is the outdoor products. I know they're not always great, but this here is a Ozark Trail one. It's got I think it goes up to like 150 lumens. I got a little first aid book to go with the kit, just in case. Got a big roll of Gorilla duct tape. A little toolkit right there that has Allen wrenches and a couple of screwdrivers and a few sockets. It's mainly for bicycle repair. 5-in-1 screwdriver combo set. Another signal mirror. The only reason I have this one is because I threw it in here because it came with something else that I bought, and I said I might as well put it in there. And then a pair of EMT shooters. These are not just for first aid, but these can actually cut through wire, pennies, and everything. These are almost as good. If you had to go through like a chain link fence, this could get you through it in time. And that's everything in this pouch. Alright, there's another pouch right here. center pouch. This one. Now, I need to vacuum seal this and make it smaller, but I have a just a roll of toilet paper. And this is a little bit big, but I actually have salt and pepper. I actually have a miniature camping thing that I'm going to put these in. One of these cheap 5x7 Walmart tarps. I use this as a ground cover for the Stratosphere. Let's see here. Some Taster's Choice coffee just for a pick-me-up while I'm out. Let's see here. I have a few of these little instant oatmeal things. Some granola bars. I keep usually 4 of them in there, but I ate one. Let's see here. One of these emergency Ultimate Survival Technology 5-year ration bars. A little mini spatula. A folding S-bit stove with fuel in it. Let's see here. I have a Mountain House beef stew. And last but not least, just one of these little yellow pack towels. It's kind of like one of those ShamWow things. That's everything out of the middle compartment. Alright, now for the big one, this main compartment right here. And this one opens like a clamshell all the way up. And I can show you everything that's in this. Alright. First of all, I've got a little fighter kit here. This thing has cotton balls, a little thing of beeswax. It's just mainly a tinder pack. I have a little Mylar blanket. This is a folding solar panel to charge those batteries. And this is the black box one. This was very cheap. I found it on Amazon. I've got a roll of bank line. Alright, I've got this Stanley Camp Cook pot that has the folding handle. And inside I keep a Stanley bottle, and this thing unscrews. I also have a roll of jute twine. That's good for fire tender or more cordage. I have a little camp lantern here. I actually got this out of one of those claw quarter machines out there that that you put a quarter in and it goes down and grabs it. I got it on the first try, so I paid 25 cents for this. Works pretty good. It's fairly bright. I don't know what the battery life will be, but so far I'm not having trouble out of it. I have one of these SOL emergency bivvies. This one here, I've never tried these, but I've heard good things about them. I thought I'd buy it and put it in here. I got a little Coghlan's cook pot. This thing here is pretty good for boiling water. And inside, I have an emergency poncho, the lid to that Stanley pot, and 2 of these little expanding cups. Alright, I have this here is just a folding saw, and this is the one you can buy at the Dollar General store. I've actually tested this against my Corona saw, and it's almost as good. I mean, it cuts better than some other ones, but this thing was like $5 at Dollar General. So I have the Sawyer mini water filter. Yeah, it's just ranger banded around the bag. Now, note about these, the Sawyer Squeeze is the one I have in my really big bug out bag, but this one right here is smaller, more compact. It doesn't process water as fast though. That's one thing you have to understand. It's slower flow than the Squeeze. Alrighty. Carry a little extra pocket knife. This is a Buck Mini Hunter pocket knife. It's a really good pocket knife. And I bought this at an Ace Hardware store when it was on clearance, so I got it for literally 15 bucks, and it's like a $40 knife. This will go in my belt if I ever use the bag to get home. I also have a little, this is a mosquito head net. I usually wear a hat, so this here can just go over your head. I have one of the cheap dollar knives from Walmart. This is just a beater knife right there that I can, it's got serration so it will cut, and it's just used to cut rope and anything I don't want to damage the buck knife on. It's get what you pay for, but it's mainly there to destroy, so I don't destroy a good knife. This is a half of a cookie warming sheet, but I cut it in half, and now I can put this over a fire and make like a Dakota fire pit, and I can use this to cook on. And let's see here. These are tent stakes. These are just spares if I wanted to build like a. I've got stakes in the Snugpak Stratosphere. But this is just extra stakes if I want to use that tarp as an overhead thing or something like that. And also if I lose a stake from that, I have backups. And finally, this is a little homemade survival kit that I put together. It's pretty much just got one of these Coghlan's multi-whistle, compass, thermometer, and magnifying glass on it. And inside here I have a lot of stuff which I'll show you in a minute. There's one more thing I wanted to show you. It's right here, and this is one of the Grabber reusable space blankets. This here is the OD green one. But this here makes a good ground cloth. It makes you good at top cover. If you get cold, you can lay this down with the mylar side up, and it will reflect your body heat onto you while you're sleeping. Now I'm going to show you what's in this thing. This here, let's see, it's got quite a bit in it. It's got one of these little wire saws. They're not that good for anything, but it's there in case this other saw doesn't work. Got some of these aqua tabs. One pill of this is supposed to be able to treat a half gallon of water. Now these are some of my own invention. These are little fire starters. What they are is just a piece of cotton rope, cotton clothesline. I stuck a strike anywhere match inside of it and then dipped the whole thing in wax, and there's a striker in there, and these things will burn for about 8 to 9 minutes. And I've got 10 in each one of these little packages here. Let's see here. I got one of these little spoon fork combo things. Not really sold on it. You don't have enough, like for the Mountain House, you don't really have enough reach to get in, but it's there. I have a really, really tiny pocket light. This thing here is I can't find these anymore, but this here is a little bright pocket light. It can fit on a keychain. I have another emergency poncho, because one use of these things is pretty much all you're going to get. I have a roll of paracord. This is 2 quart-size Ziploc bags, and these are heavy-duty ones. A little Ziploc baggie full of cotton balls. And to go along with that, I have some of this Vaseline lip therapy. This is pretty much, it's Vaseline mixed with some lip balm stuff, but it burns really well. I have 2 spools of wire to be used to make snares or tie things together. I have another little roll of duct tape. One of these little mini micro star flasher mirrors. This is one of the Frontier water filters and straw. This thing is good for 30 gallons, and it's just in this pack because this thing can go in your pocket if you don't have anything else. I have a magnesium block and fire starter. I have a little 2-size pencil sharpener. This is great for making tinder out of sticks. You can just put that in there and create tinder. And I have one of these military P38 can openers. You never know when you might need that. And that's pretty much the contents of this thing. I'll show you the contents of the trap kit next, after I put this thing back together. Alright, this is my little trapping kit, and this thing is basically just an Outdoor Products fanny pack, but I've got this thing crammed full of stuff. This here. In the first one here, I actually have something that my grandfather taught me. It says if you want to trap animals, the best bait to use is peanut butter. So I have a couple of these little Jif to go peanut butter things. And these things are here. I have 2 of them in here. It doesn't take a lot. Just put these on the trap if you want to bait them. And animals are going. You'll see why that works here in a second because I have something in here. The first thing I have in here is something that my grandfather gave me. And this is one of those old-fashioned leg snap traps. When I got it, when he gave it to me, it was rusted as all the heck, but I cleaned it up, and it's in here mainly just because I like it. I think it's cool. Alright, but the main trapping ideas are right here. These are solid steel rat traps. I have them Ranger banded together. These things here are not going to fall apart. When they get wet, they're not going to rust because they're galvanized. But the thing about it is, this thing here, it'll kill a rat, it'll kill a squirrel. And I have 4 of them in here. There's these 2 and 2 more. Now the thing about these are here, I don't know why these are a different color. I think they were just made at a different time. But 4 of these will pretty much guarantee you'll catch something. Alright. I have a lot of snare wire in here. You want to make snares, I've got black to hide, and then I've got silver snare wire. This right here is good if you want to do primitive snares. Now, I also have a wrist rocket slingshot. Now this thing will take a rabbit or a squirrel. And this thing here is I've got a box of ammo with it, but you can just use rocks or marbles is what my grandfather always told me to use. I've got an extra set of bands for them. Oh, there's more snare wire. I have a little, Shoreline made this. This is just a little whistle. Put it in there. Alright, let's see here. I've got these yo-yo fishing reels. These things are awesome. They will do the fishing for you. You just put these out in the water. And then fish bites it. And this will continuously fight the fish. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in here. And then for leaders, I have these little Eagle Claw size 10 hooks with leaders on them to put on those. And I've got 6 here and 6 here. That's here. Sorry, I had to do a little cut there. I also have some split shot sinkers. These are here just in case. And I also have a package of various different size hooks, mostly small. Another thing my grandfather always told me is that, a big hook will catch a big fish, but a little hook will catch a big fish or a small fish. So I always listen to that. And that's pretty much everything in this. Now, if you have all this stuff, you might not eat well, but you probably will catch something with all of this. And I'm more than happy to eat a squirrel or a possum if I'm hungry. And that's pretty much the content of this bag. I hope you liked it. This add-on kit along with the little get-home bag, I believe could do you for a day or 2 at least. If this thing really works well, you can stay out even longer. It also has the tools in it to build a better shelter than just the stratosphere, because you have the saw and the rope and the little hatchet. So I believe with all this together, you could survive pretty good. Now this setup that I showed you is not my primary bug out bag. It's much larger and more complete, and I'll show that to you at a later date. Alright, thank you very much. I hope you like this video.